Hey everyone, Ice Cream here, and welcome back to another unboxing. And today we have the beautiful Shadows and Scum box. Let's get into it. Beautiful box art. Let's get the clear wrap off so it's actually easy for you all to see without the glare of my lights. Thank you SFG for sending this out. Always appreciated. This box is awesome. I saw the images and I was like, I instantly want this. And thankfully, we are prepping Chimera and Brine Blood to be painted on the channel. And we have some pretty cool color schemes figured out. That didn't help at all. This is still very glossy packaging. But you can see all the dope art, all the characters. And then we'll go to the back of the box. Love the art style. Love like the art direction they're going with the packaging. Gives you a full list of all the contents. Tells you what you require. Typical two-player battle box thing. This art with like the beach on the background just looks phenomenal. Let's get into it. Ooh, there's plastic wrap now. They're not just loose sprues. They're in plastic bags. Bases, sprues, and then the little thing. The building instructions, where to get the rules. Some fun little art. Chum best boy. That's gonna go over there. That's gonna go on my wall for sure. Bases that we don't care about today. Let's get into the bags. Very simple packaging. This package was a little bit thicker, like the box was thicker than the Cador one. But these Chum looks like a big beefy boy. Let's get this out of the way. Let's get you zoomed in here. And we'll cut to the zoom in feature right there. Be right back. All right, we are back. We can kind of go through this sprue. This sprue looks to be mostly Chum. This fish is larger than I thought it would be. You got big, meaty shark hands. Chains. Yeah, this sprue looks entirely. I like this little detail. This little dude right here. All the little bits they're getting into, all the little detail parts. It looks fantastic. The detail on the netting is pretty good. I like that a lot. It'll be real fun to paint. On to the next one. More brine bloods. Looks like this half of the box is brine bloods, which is good. And it looks like there's one chimera guy in this half of the bag. Detail on the sword here. Pretty crisp. Mold lines are pretty easy, look pretty easy to clean up. There's a big old jaw, probably Chum's face. I don't know what that is. Oh, this is what I was wondering. Where's the... Oh, there's some Cador liquor. Cador... Oh, not wrong button. Cador liquor. Right there. That's pretty cool detail. And then this is what I was wondering. How many pieces was this guy? The monkey. That is just one big piece. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's actually all the way up to his hat, too. What an interesting slice. That's kind of cool. It'll be a little annoying to get some of the mold lines off, but he'll be so small it won't matter at all. Alrighty, into the next one. This looks to be where everyone's favorite bird is. There's the pelican. Here's the box. The box that he sits on. Some more bombs for inside the box. Here is the jaw of the pelican. All the different characters. I like the style they went with, like the naval soldier. Now getting into some Crixie Cricks. Big old tactical rock here. Not Cricks. What am I saying? Chimera. Goofball me. Tactical rock. I don't know any of the models. This looks to be all one character. This looks to be the character. Yeah, this is the character, 'cause I know these big swords. He's, like, the coolest to me to paint. The wings on these Chimera look fantastic, by the way. Let's zoom in a little bit there, yeah. I just love all the intricate detail. Um, alright. Here with the part of the big war beast, if not the whole war beast. Big wings, big wings. Put it next to, like, a typical paint just to so you can get a size reference. That is a big wing, and it looks to be attached to the body. The magnetization probably not gonna be super easy if you wanted to magnetize it. There is the little poison tipped, that's, like, a good detail that goes like this. I like the way that little that painted popped a lot. Oh, yeah, here's the main torso right there. So these 2 peg holes fit into there. That is one piece for the main torso. Sweet. That's that big beast. Getting into the unit in the caster here. Pretty typical sprue. We'll have built pictures and some time lapses of the building at the end. Or at the end, right after this. Here's the caster. Caster's main weapon. Lots of good detail to paint on there. Nothing nothing shocking, but also nothing wrong. I love it. These guys look awesome, all the little capes and stuff. This is another one of the guys. The big rock here is so funny to me. I don't know why I like it so much. This is just a giant rock with little toesies on it. Yeah, that is all of that, and we will be right back with the builded models. See you in a minute. And we are back with the built Chimera. This is Valax, the Warcaster from the Chimera side. Just finished building them a little while ago. Let the liquid cement fully dry. It was an awesome building experience. Super easy to build. Overall, the instructions were you follow the letter and the number, and the letter correlates to the model, the number correlates to step. Without instructions, you'd have no problems building them. But I'm sure by the time this comes out, or by the time most people get their hands on them, they'll be fine. The only thing to note is not with this model, I had a little trouble with this piece, but it is fine. And once I get paint on there, it'll be fine. And we'll go through each model, things I noticed on them. But overall, yeah. And I'll save the B-roll for the end. Don't you worry. This is Pythia. She was very spindly. I know some of the other creators that had gotten her were like, hey, she's a little annoying to build. She wasn't too bad for me. Liquid cement kind of saves the day here, but she is like the her robe is what's holding her to the base. So just take your time on her. That's really a big note of her. I do like how the torso is on her and then the smaller shades, which will go in the next, go together. And this is the shades. They're all kind of similar. They're all about 10 parts each. The way they go together is actually really cool. The torso is one piece, the head, like its face, is another piece, and then the wings are like clamp-on parts that I really enjoyed. Overall, really good. Super easy to clean up on these guys. I will say the attachment points on this one, are a little they're a little small, but, they're doable. On this one with the foot up that one fell over. With the foot up, I had to pin. So he was the only model on the Chimera side I had a pin, but that's because 'cause he's got this super dynamic pose. One pin in plastic through a plastic base, totally fine. We can go into this is the Belagus? Regulus, that's what his name is. I think he's my favorite out of the Chimera, mostly because 'cause he's got, like, these little books. His books and scrolls. I'll try to zoom this in for you. He's got this thing, it's like exploding with magic. And he's got the same thing in his hand too. He's got, like, this I don't know his rules. The rules are not fully out yet, so I'm not talking about them that way just to be safe. But he is awesome. I just like the way the little satchel with magic in it. I can't wait to paint this. The big old tactical rock is pretty funny. There's not much to base on it because this is the base. He went together a little weird. No, no, no. It was Valex. Take your time on his feet, because his ankle, like the back of his ankle right here, goes into the foot, and then the foot attaches to the rock. So definitely take your time on him. Onto the big beast. The only thing to note with this guy, let me zoom out a little bit here, is as you can see, he had some big seam lines down the middle. So sprue glue, liquid green stuff, or like I did, put some liquid cement down and then just sand over it for like a cheater weld. He's got some seam lines here. I think that's a little harder to do with the organic nature of hordes. That's like the only thing I notice. Otherwise, he went together just fine. Um, when I built it, I did this tail piece onto the rock, and then I attached the rest of him. So I built a little out of order, but it was mostly because that just made the most sense. And then like here, so my cheater welds don't work because there's not like a good line to sand across. There's also the back of the model. So I'll probably clean this up with some liquid green stuff later. I really wanted to get this video out. Overall, he's pretty dope. He's pretty well balanced. He does not, being as tall as he is, you can see there. Let me zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so he's pretty big. I mean, put him next to Chum because everyone's seen Chum. Everyone loves Chum. Chum's the best. And Chum can be our next model because we are done with the Chimera. But there he is next to the height of Chum. He's a tall boy and he's a wide boy. Chum's also wide. I'd say they're both equally as wide, but he's got the height on him. It's just like up on the rock, about to come down on you. Now we can go into the Brambletaff, starting with Chum. And what a man. What a cutie. I love this model so much. He traveled with me. You'll see. I went on a work trip to Vegas and he traveled with me. I showed him the entire strip. He was the greatest companion I ever had on a road trip. Awesome model, cool little details all around, like the ship, like the mines from under the ocean, the little fish that he's like, I'm gonna feed you and you're gonna come with me by the throat. The drippy like gold chain of an anchor. He's just an awesome model. He got the little crab buddy, the scarring. Awesome model. I can't say enough about him. On to the Lock Bros. That's what I'm gonna call them. The Lock Bash Brothers. So this was the model on the Brine Bloods that I had to pin. He's the one running forward. Just a simple pin. Super easy. But he is super dope. All of these guys look. I did not build these. My buddy Ross, co-host, built these for me as I built the Chimera. So he was a true legend for helping me out. These guys are super characteristic. They fit with the Brine Bloods theme of being goofy but cool at the same time. And I love it. I didn't build these. I don't have much to say. They look like they went together just as well as the Chimera. They're awesome. I like these guys a lot. I'm jealous he gets to paint them, but I'm painting Chum. I made that determination. Here is Commander Foulblood, the commander with the fireball spitting shoulder monkey and spilling all his booze. Fantastic model. I do like the little detail on the mermaid here. Let's see if I can get that zoomed in for you. The little fish mermaid thing. Please zoom in. I'm just gonna, yeah, on the hilt of the sword here, because it has like the tail right there. The whole thing is like a fish, and that's part of the tail, and this is her hair. There's even little details on the bottle here. Lots of random little details. There's a Codor, like booze right there. He's been around the ocean a little bit. Mr. Boggs, I think, is this guy. This is the fan favorite of the community, and I like it because of the box, which is take that as you will. But he's a cute little pelican. He's got a mouthful of bombs and a cute little guy right here. He's widowist. The explosive crate logo is really cool. There's just so much detail and character in these models. And then being plastic, there's so much, it comes together so well. They're pretty drop resistant, obviously, as much as a normal model would be. I'm a big fan. This last guy, I do not know his name, and I'm sure somebody in the comments can tell me. But this guy has a gun that is perfectly sized for him, actually. I don't know if what you were thinking, but this is actually the model, the size gun he should have. Like that satchel, it may be bigger than his head, but that's what his. And that's his satchel because it's gotta have ammo for this big gun that is him sized. You could almost call him Himothy because this is him. Yeah. Overall, this box was fantastic to build, experience, and have them face off against each other. We haven't played the rules yet because the rules aren't finalized. We're waiting to get some bigger games on the channel too. Overall, I am a big fan of this box. If you are a Chimera or a Brian Bloods player, this box makes a lot of sense. And I gotta say, SFG, you crushed it. Thanks for sending this out. I don't think I have anything else to say. It's plastic War Machine models that are new and really detailed and fun models to build, fun models to paint. Painting videos soon, and I will leave y'all with the B-roll. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.